last few weeks, we've been sharing our latest journey, remodeling an old floating cabin. However, this week we had to shift gears a little bit. We're still waiting on TVA paperwork to be approved for the modifications that we have planned. But we're in no rush, so we're not really stressing about that delay. In the meantime, we decided to use our time off work this week for a few other projects instead. We fixed up a few aesthetic boo-boos that we made when we were building our house earlier this year. And lastly, we headed back down the lake to our friend's floating cabin to help him add a couple new lift floats. Let's start there. Good morning. So this morning I'm heading to the post office to mail off a birthday gift for my little nephew who just turned 1. And after that, we're gonna eat some brekkie and then head down the lake to our friend Eric and Victoria's house. If y'all remember, we helped them with their rotting dock and all. We're gonna help Eric put some lift floats under the dock today. Show you guys that process. Oh, they're so cute. I love my little family. Driving, we're trying to keep an eye out for where all the styrofoam is, the trash, and we're really pleasantly surprised to not see nearly as much as we usually do by this time of year that's come down from the other end. So our trash cleanups are working. It looks great. Same with us for Montana Lake for trash cleanup. First week in November, I think the 3rd through the 5th, you're able to come out and help or maybe donate so we can afford all the dumpsters, gloves, and trash bags and all that. That would be great. Of course, we'll share more on that as we get closer to it, but just want to keep it on y'all's radar so we can keep this place beautiful. Okay. Look who it is.
We gotta put some more of these big old lift floats under this house just to pick it up.
So these lift floats are what we're going to use in part to lift up the cabin that we are renovating right now to get the old styrofoam floats out and the new black encapsulated floats in. These things will help us with that. So I'm excited to share that process with you guys. Even though that's not what we're doing here today, that is kind of an exciting thing to come, and these will be a part of it.
You got a, like these holes on the bottom of this thing are not real big. It'd be easier if we cut one section out so the bottle comes in and out easy. You'll see when you try to get that bottle out. You got like a sawzall or anything? Now, the bottle will come out of that a lot easier. Damn.
10 out of 10.
Orca!
That's elegant. What do you think, Bear?
Surely regret. Oh!
I know some of you guys have seen this process before, but for those who haven't, this bottle, any bottle will do, will help float this line up to the top of the float. We'll put it up through the bottom in the little hole that we sawzalled out. It'll float it up, and our air compressor will pump these things back full of air, because we're deflating them right now to be able to push them underneath the house, and then we'll inflate them back up and lift the house up. Bam! Y'all can hear the air coming out of that hole, being forced out from the bottom where there's holes that the water is pushing up against, the ones that we sawzalled. So this thing is very slowly sinking, which is what we want. Okay, gonna put our little cap on here now to stop the sinking. Just hand screw it for now. Get some channel locks later. Alright, you can see now we've got this one right where we want it. Easy to get it underneath the house from here.
Okay, now see about turning it. Well, that thing, I don't know if it'll fit in there. Oh, it goes. Does it? All right, perfect. Now, let's push up in here. I believe this is where we want to push, buddy. Where's the house at? Let's see, light. Yeah, as far up as we can. Dance with me, ha,
Okay, round 2. It'd probably help if I wasn't standing on this. Hold on.
That's
like a little party.
Yeah.
Yeah, the edge of the house is here, but we're catching the big joist there, and it still pushes here.
We're 3 inches up already, bro. Now,
Baby, at least he does it on the Mexican food.
yeah, I know, it's horrible. It's a little bubble bath. It's a Fontana bubble bath. Oh!
Stop it.
Alright, now, what we need to know is get a tape measure. And we need to measure all around this house to get this kind of at level.
Yeah. Okay, so once you put these lift floats in, we typically just use ratchet straps to keep them in place, you know, because otherwise when you get wake and chop and all that, they'll shift around and eventually pop out. So unrelated to the lift float stuff, but just on the subject of the floats in general, one question that we periodically get is if or when or how we clean off the floats under the house with all the algae that grows on them. We don't. Some people might or could, but it's not going to hurt them at all. And we specifically don't because it attracts the minnows and the bluegill and stuff like that. And, you know, from there, the bigger fish. So
20 and a half. 20 and a half, so we're half inch. Okay, that's fine.
20 and a half to the top.
Oh, we're getting even, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Alright, so this is sitting way higher than it was before. I know it's hard to tell just looking at the height of it, but when you look at the floats, you can tell. You can see where the water was, you know, a good 2 inches higher before. So easy metric there.
That looks pretty flat, man. Don't it?
It does.
It looks super good, bro. That is nice and square. It's a lot different when we started.
See ya.
See you, bro.
Lift floats are fantastic tools both to even out the level of a house and to raise it overall, which of course keeps it higher out of the water, reducing chances of rot in the future. At $800 a pop, they are not cheap, but they are definitely cheaper than having to replace your entire dock because it sat in the water and rotted. We've been in this house for about 3.5 months now, and having all the major projects finished, we have the time and mental energy to start nitpicking the small stuff now. So we are our own worst critics, I guess, but ever since we moved in, this seam right here that goes across the house where the 8-foot panel board meets the next one has been driving Brandon crazy. He hates how it looks. So I got something to help at least one part of it.
Wow.
How's it look?
It's a box.
No, flip it over.
Oh.
Yay! Oh, it looks great. I'm glad there's as much dimension as there looked like there was in the picture.
Yeah,
sometimes
the
these
first thing I thought when I looked at it was like, man, the dimension in this is so nice. Well, I had some of it.
Yeah. You think it looks good? The size, I think, is perfect, huh?
Yeah, the size is perfect. It's like the most annoying thing in the world, and I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and run a little board across all of that little one by. I'm so sick of it. I don't want any people to talk about it. I don't really want it to be history. We don't want people to know how crappy I did there.
He's been like so upset about this for so long.
So long. I want to
Just
rip
pissed.
the whole inside of this house out and start over.
Don't be dramatic or nothing. Tell us how you really feel.
Yep, that's how I feel.
Aiko's favorite place. Let us see what there is to see. What is it, Aiko? Oh. Come on, come swim with me. Come here. I swear there is nothing cuter than watching a dog swim underwater. I go and one fish is all I saw, but hey, still very fun. Yeah, definitely centered with the window. Oh, it's so cute! Don't you think?
I'm ecstatic. I'll probably sleep in here tonight. So
I'm serious though, it's cute.
like that.
Yeah. I think that's great.
I gotta get that nail gun and go back through this house and hit all these stuff. It's like a missile.
Yeah.
Let's see how long that makes it.
Well, it's better than it sitting on the floor and knocking around when we get wake. I think it'll stay put. Like it?
Gets it out of the way.
Baby. That's Brandon speak for I absolutely love it. It's such a great idea, Sarah. After hanging up our new decor, Brandon went to the marina to go get the nail gun. We made the mistake of leaving the door open, which let all of those horrible biting flies inside.
Nikki,
Yeah?
you're my buddy.
You're my buddy. Love you. Don't love the flies. Yeah.
So annoying.
Oh my god. I think I've mass murdered like 50 flies now. Yeah. Look how many I've gotten. Oh, that one's still kicking.
There's that one. I'm guessing you probably want me to wait to put all that back up there so you can caulk it.
We spent the rest of the afternoon sanding, recaulking, and painting over seams and the new nails that we added to get a few ripples out of the paneling. It was pretty satisfying. But one project has still been weighing heavy on me that I'm dying to get done: the loft. Over the next couple of days, we transformed this cluttered catch-all space into a beautiful, usable guest room with tasteful storage, just in time for our very first overnight guest. Join us here, same time, same place next week, to see the loft transformation, some fun on the lake, and hopefully some more progress on our remodel. Until then,